This is a little different. So Ian went out of his way to watch a movie. Now this happens, but Ian,
I never watch things by
I was
myself.
going to say, Ian is easily the one of us who watches stuff by themselves the least. Like, it took us 2 months to convince him to watch Parasite.
I like experiencing things with other people. I don't have drive and motivation to watch things by myself because it's not as fun.
Ian requested formally that he and only he talk about a movie that Mud and I haven't seen. But we're just gonna sit here and experience. I can't.
And
talk.
so will you.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk correctly though. We're actually going to experience Ian's pure, unbridled thoughts that he's prepared thoroughly about the hit Netflix release Spenser Confidential.
All right, so Mark Wahlberg's a cop in this one.
Okay.
Oh, Patriots Day.
Yeah,
I know nothing
every
about
Mark
it.
Wahlberg movie. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little backstory. Mark Wahlberg's a cop. He sees his police chief about something. About a case that gets revealed later on in the film, and then he beats the shit out of him because he beat his wife. Then he goes to jail. Now he's not a cop anymore.
Okay, hold
he's
on.
a cop for 3 whole seconds.
Hold on. Who beat his wife and who went to jail?
The police chief beat his wife. Okay. Mark Whalberg beat up the police chief and went to jail.
Okay.
Why did the police chief beat his wife?
Why
we'll
not?
get there.
Okay.
He's an alcoholic. It was midnight when I wrote most of this down. So I'm going to start with the good stuff first. Winston Duke is in this movie.
Okay.
And he's fucking awesome.
We do enjoy Winston Duke.
Winston Duke, he acts the fuck out of this
Does
movie.
he do good noises?
So Winston Duke is a former convict who's now a boxer. And all he does all movie is be the best character and the only good actor.
Okay.
Like, legitimately. He is great. He body slams the guy through a wall at one point. Like, a full-on wall. He, like, Vin Diesel bloodshots the dude through the wall. Mm-hmm. It's just Winston Duke. He's just a regular dude. Only good actor in the whole movie. His character, whatever. We'll get there. But every single thing that he says is hilarious. And I love him to death. And his hair. I'm going to have to show you guys a picture of that afterwards.
I'll put it up on screen right
That's
now.
the only good part of the movie. They try to kill Mark Whalberg with machetes instead of guns. That's a good part, because they actually do stab him at one point. Let's go to the negatives.
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Why are they trying to kill Mark Whalberg again?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not explained. Okay.
The establishing shot of this film, right after Mark Whalberg, so they do like a time lapse over Boston. This film's set in Boston, by the way. I want you to make this perfectly clear.
Well, I mean, Mark Whalberg is in it.
Yeah, so this movie's set in Boston. So the opening thing after he beats up the police chief and goes to jail, you hear the court in the background of like drone footage of Boston, and then there's this big ass Avengers title card that says prison, and it goes over the jail. Dude, I checked out right there. I'm like, oh, this is gonna fucking suck balls. It's prison. It doesn't say where. It doesn't say, it's just prison. Big white text, sans serif prison. Thanks. The dialogue is awful. Him and Post Malone, Squeeb, start talking.
Oh, Posty's in this.
Posty,
Yeah,
everyone's
Post
everyone's
Squeeb.
favorite disgusting man.
That's the one fact I knew about this movie was that Post Malone was in it and his character's name is Squeeb.
He starts talking to Post Malone, and Post Malone goes, hey, I got a message for you, you know, all this, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, people in here really, people talk about you a lot. He goes, oh yeah, people like me? Because, you know, everything's a question with Mark Whalberg, no matter what the dialogue is. He's like, oh yeah, people like me? I inflect this way? Everything. He's like Vin Diesel, with not inflecting, but only inflecting. And then Post Malone goes, yeah, people like you. And then 3 guys come in and just try to beat the shit out of Mark Whalberg in jail. It's his last day in prison, by the way. I just want to make that perfectly clear. It's like, oh, let's beat up Mark Whalberg on his last day in prison. So there's this fight. They fight. Mark Whalberg gets shanked. The cop goes, you're lucky it's self-defense, bud, after he takes him out. Which, by the way, self-defense doesn't matter. Good behavior if you get in a fight is completely nullified. Not the point. So Mark Whalberg gets out of jail, meets up with this very, very old man who looks like he's falling apart. No offense to that guy. He's just old. And, you know, he gets back. He plays with his dog. He's like, oh, cool, I finally get a room of my own. And then his roommate's Winston Duke, and then he complains about it for some reason. A little bit more happens with the lame plot. So I got to tell you guys about the plot, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
I still don't know why they're trying to kill Mark Whalberg.
So they try to kill Mark Whalberg. Mark Whalberg never keeps his fucking nose out of his own business, out of other people's business.
I was about to say, it's supposed to be in his own business.
The police chief that Mark Whalberg beat up on the night he got released from prison gets killed, executed with a machete.
So the police chief gets decapitated.
The police chief gets decapitated, right? And it's the night Mark Whalberg gets out of jail. So Bokeem Woodbine shows up, and this used to be his partner. And he goes, I have to ask you, since you just got out of prison, did you do it? And Mark Wahlberg goes, no, I was home. And then the old guy goes, yeah, he has roommate. I tucked him in and kissed him good night. And then Bokeem Woodbine goes, all right, good enough alibi for me, and walks away.
Yeah, that is good enough.
No investigation. No, hey, can I talk to the roommate to make sure? Just, all right, good enough for me. Bokeem Woodbine walks away. 3 seconds later, it pans off away from Mark Whalberg and Bokeem Woodbine and goes to a blue SUV. A woman walking up to it. There's no brain matter on the window of the car. And then when she walks up to it, there's brain matter on the car, and her husband killed himself inside of it. And he was also a police officer, and he worked with the police chief. So they tried to pin. This movie's about police corruption. I don't know if you guys got that. It's like 21 Bridges.
I actually did not get that.
It's about
any point.
like 21 Bridges, but bad. So they planted drugs in the cop's house, said he killed the police chief, and then killed himself, and then framed him. Nice little bow on top.
Framed Mark Whalberg.
No, framed the cop. The
police chief, the one that got decapitated?
Yes.
Their alibi is that he decapitated himself?
No, so the other cop that was found dead in the SUV, see, I'm explaining it fine.
No, you're not.
That's fine. So this other second cop found dead in his SUV.
Okay.
Killed himself, quote, quote.
Yes.
They connect him with the police chief because they work together.
Who is they?
The other police. The police department framed him.
Yes.
And killed the police chief.
Yes.
Because we'll get into what they framed before later, obviously. Mark Whalberg goes, no, that's not right. He was a good guy. I'm going to private investigate this.
Oh, Jesus
Out of
Christ.
fucking nowhere.
Oh,
So this movie isn't even about what you think it's about.
No. Well, no.
It's switched gears so many times.
Why the fuck did he go to jail then? Like,
He beat up the police chief. That's why he went to jail.
What's the point of him beating up the police chief?
No. He beat his wife because he was an alcoholic and a dirty cop. It's whatever. So, Mark Whalberg starts investigating. And along the way, he picks up his trusty roommate, Winston Duke, to start investigating, who's the best character in the whole movie. And, I forgot to mention one thing. Mark Whalberg has this very Boston girlfriend who's a crazy bitch who will cut you. Mark Whalberg and Winston Duke do some reconnaissance. Legitimately, they called it that.
Sure.
They find out this guy, and fucking Charlie, there you go, I remembered his name. With a big yellow Corvette. Mark Whalberg catches a Corvette on foot, by the way, in this movie. He almost catches it.
Yeah,
he gets attacked by a dog, and then the Corvette barely gets away. How fast do Corvettes go, Jake?
Oh my god.
Mark Whalberg speed. Got it. Next.
Whoa.
So they track the yellow Corvette to a dry cleaner. Massage. No, it's not a dry cleaner. It's like
a rub and tug?
Yeah, basically. It's mani-pedis, massages, and stuff.
And blowjobs, yeah.
So they found that Charlie, the guy who owns the Corvette, ended up killing Mark Wahlberg's neighbor's daughter or something back in the day, and the police department didn't investigate it properly, and that's why he went to the police chief's house in the first place to talk about the case. Found he was beating his wife. He's like, "You're a bad cop." He started beating the shit out of him. So he suspected there was corruption already.
There's 6 plots.
Yeah, well, we're not done with plot.
Doesn't sound like they enhance each other. They're just kind of next to each other.
Mark Whalberg is the worst character in this movie.
Yes.
Him and Winston Duke go to a coffee shop after fucking with Charlie. They carve stuff into his car and pop his tires and piss him off.
So they don't even confront him about the fact that he killed somebody.
Not yet. That's later. They go to a coffee shop and his ex-girlfriend happens to be there. Who has the fakest Boston accent I've ever heard.
Sissy.
It is, yes, her name is Sissy.
I looked up the cast because I was
goes,
curious.
She pronounces some of her R's, doesn't pronounce some of her R's. So Mark Whalberg tells Winston Duke, I'm going to go take a piss. He goes to the bathroom. His ex-girlfriend walks into the men's bathroom, locks the door, and they start having sex with... Mark Whalberg doesn't take his pants off for sex, by the way. There's no scene.
How does he have sex?
No, I'm not done. So Mark Whalberg doesn't take his pants off and they start doing it. And when she comes, she yells, "Go Sox." I shit you not. She yells, "Go Sox" when she comes. He comes on her dress and inside of her, and she goes, "Oh, I'll save it for later," and walks out of the bathroom. And this is the point in the movie where I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
That's the point?
No. Mark Whalberg goes on a second reconnaissance mission after that. He goes to a bar. He goes to the bar all the cops hang out and gets
I'll
his shit.
save it for later as a line from porn.
He saves... He goes to the bar all the cops hang out and gets his shit kicked in, goes to the convenience store off the street, and then he tries to break into their security room to steal the camera because it's pointed at the front of the bar. And the store clerk goes, dude, it's not a hard drive. It's in the cloud. And Mark Whalberg goes, give me the cloud. What's the cloud?
That's a joke in Creed.
Yeah.
This man is a cop. He has to know what the cloud is. He's below 60. He has to know what the cloud is.
Oh, hey, I just want to cut in real quick.
Yeah.
Production companies on this this film include, but are not limited to, Original Film.
Oh.
So,
Which I'm pretty sure is Vin Diesel's production company.
Oh my god.
so he doesn't know what the fucking cloud is. Then they have this whole plan in motion. He reviews the tape with Winston Duke because Winston Duke knows what the cloud is and is smart at all.
Do they do reconnaissance again?
They do reconnaissance.
Yes.
They find out that Charlie was there. They go to prison to talk to Post Malone because Post Malone sent the message by stabbing him at the beginning of the movie. And this is the best scene in the movie. This is why Winston Duke's the best. So Post Malone's in the Aryan Brotherhood in this movie. He's like, I'm not telling you shit. And then he FaceTimes Winston Duke on a date with his girlfriend. And Winston Duke is not a white man. So he's like, oh, how would the Aryan brothers think about this, huh? And he just says, okay, get him away from my girlfriend real quick, and I'll tell you. And he goes, get away. Winston Duke walks away, says a funny thing. I don't remember what the funny thing was. And then Post Malone just gives him one word. They go to an abandoned dog track, blah, 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 reconnaissance, all the good stuff. Then the climax of the movie starts happening. They have this whole elaborate plan.
When was Act 2? I'm confused.
The reconnaissance of them getting the information to go to the dog track.
Oh, the several reconnaissance.
That was the entirety of Act 2 was the phone call.
No, no, it's not the phone call.
Hello? Yes? Act 3 is starting. Thank you. Have a great day.
I'm skipping some parts because they were fucking boring.
Alright, fair. I don't blame you.
Bokeem Woodbine turns out to be the ultimate bad cop heading all this operation.
Whoa.
And then he goes, it's not the real Lori, Doug. And
No, that's Total Recall.
no, he steals the old guy that he lives with.
The landlord.
The landlord, basically. He also owns the boxing place that Mark Whalberg used to train
Wait, there's a boxing place
Yeah,
now?
I told you that
he's-
Winston Duke was a boxer. So he has this boxing place, trains people. So they have this elaborate plan to get him back. Sissy drives in there. Action drums start playing. Always, action drums, Action drums.
Yep.
And she goes, oh my god, this poor old man with his dementia.
Socks!
Go Socks while I come. She takes him out of the car, and he goes, where the fuck is Mark Whalberg? Spenser, this is the name of the movie. He goes, where the fuck is Spenser, Doug? Let's go back and establish one thing. Mark Whalberg, the ex-felon, was going to be a truck driver. Can felons be truck drivers?
No.
Done. Whole plot, whole thing. Gets out of jail, wants to move to Arizona to be a truck driver. He steals the truck that was going to be used for the test. Puts a brick on the gas pedal and rams it through everybody. Hits Charlie's car. He's fucking bleeding everywhere. And they brought a van with weapons and everything in it. I'm all over the place. He's all over the place. And Winston Duke goes, this was your plan? Because now everyone's shooting at him. And he goes, yeah, I only thought of the first part of the plan.
Oh.
Winston Duke animalizes a bunch of people. Like, he just flat out kills a bunch of dudes with his fists. Some of them have machetes and, pistols. He's
So
he hits a dude with a pan.
I'm sorry. He fist fights people who have guns.
Well, they get inside the place first. So it's close quarters.
But they have guns.
The guys
Are the guns loaded?
Yes.
Apparently not.
Do they know how to use the guns?
Mark Whalberg and
I don't think
Bokeem
so.
Woodbine go on a wild goose chase while Winston Duke fights off the rest of the little lackeys and
With
stuff.
his hands.
Yep. Dude, he scares the guy into dropping his machete and running away.
Are they Aryan Brotherhood?
No, they're just...
So the Aryan Brotherhood...
They're in the jail. They have nothing to do with the movie after this. That's the plot.
Which
Winston
plot?
Duke... So, Mark Whalberg and Bokeem Woodbine fight.
How did
they
fight?
chase each other around, right?
Okay.
They chase each other around because he ran through. Bokeem Woodbine got a little injured, so he's limping a little bit, trying to shoot Mark Whalberg, get him off his tail.
It's a gunfight.
And no. So Mark Whalberg tackles him because they chase each other through a kitchen and all this fucking convoluted shit.
God.
In the dog fighting place. The dog racing. Used to be a dog racing place. He has a gun, and he's like, you know what? He unloads the gun and asks Bokeem Woodbine to fist fight him. I shit you not. Unloads the gun, doesn't wait for the cops, doesn't wait for anybody, tries to fist fight Bokeem Woodbine. And then he loses the fist fight to Bokeem Woodbine. And then with the power of magic and friendship, he tackles him, places him under citizen's arrest. Bokeem Woodbine gets arrested. The cop's name gets cleared. Everything starts wrapping up. And then You remember what was the opening shot of this movie? Prison, big title card. One of the last shots of this movie, and I wrote this down really right here. They cut from a picture of a newspaper with Bokeem Woodbine on it that says, "Oh, local bad cop," blah blah blah, to a big title card that says "Lobster" with an H at the end. And then they look at the television while they're eating lobster, and the chief of the fire department got arrested, and he goes, "No, I went to high school with him. He's a good dude." And they sequel bait another fucking movie.
Oh my god.
They sequel bait Mark Whalberg getting into another private investigating thing after this fucking shit show of terrible acting, too much Boston, go Sox stirring coming, terrible action, terrible acting, besides Winston Duke, maybe Bokeem Woodbine. He didn't go Doug, so I didn't love him as much, but he was barely in the movie.
It sounds like the movie concluded one of its plots.
What plots are you confused about? I can answer
The
a question.
rest?
What do the
am I
Aryan
confused
Brotherhood have to do with
Yeah.
anything? Why
they-
is Post Malone allowed to be in the Aryan Brotherhood?
So they're in the beginning of the movie in jail with him. They stab him because they're connected with the big mob boss guy that Bokeem Woodbine's working with.
Wait, there's a mob boss?
Yeah, that's Charlie. He's technically a mob boss, I guess.
Wait, the landlord's a mob
No,
boss?
that's Henry.
Okay.
Their names rhyme. Yeah, it's just a clusterfuck, dog. Like, this whole film... I know it probably explained it poorly.
No,
But-
you did the best job I think you possibly did with this
I don't
movie.
think if I watched the movie I'd understand it any better. I think if
Yeah.
I watched the movie I'd understand it less.
Dude,
No.
I love
If
Winston
anything,
Duke.
Ian made it make more sense.
I love Winston Duke. I don't know why he was in this shit, but he was great.
He probably likes paychecks.
Dude, like, Mark Wahlberg's off. Who yells "Go Sox" during? Who doesn't take their pants off to fuck? Who yells "Go Sox"? At that point, I knew I wanted to talk about this movie. I was like, she yelled "Go Sox" while coming. Who the fuck in their right mind?
I like how after all the shit you have discussed in this movie, this is the one thing we're hung up on.
I'm baffled.
I'm
I'm floored. I'm hurt.
very floored. I'm confused.
I'm offended.
I'm gonna give my out of 10. It's not as bad as Call of the Wild because Winston Duke's good and nothing's good in Call of the Wild. It's a 1.
I'm offended as somebody who identifies as Bostonian.
I'm not from here anymore.
You're from Rhode Island.
No, that's worse. They have crack there. And they don't have crack here.
We have heroin here.
There was a drug plot in this movie as well. That didn't really go around.
Yeah, it sounded like you were like, there's a kingpin and a drug lord and
the only
mafia
thing,
boss. And I was like,
the cops were selling drugs, like in 21 Bridges, to
holy
pay to get a casino built at the old dog racing track. It was 21 Bridges, but even worse.
Wow.
and
okay.
21 Bridges is bad to begin with.
And this movie's 2 hours. 21 Bridges is only an hour and a half.
I'm still just disagreeing with the premise that, like, this felon, even if he did do the thing or not, if he should be in jail or not, why is he personally investigating with Winston Duke all these things? How much reconnaissance can he really do?
A lot. He spied on the mob boss and didn't get caught. He tailed him and didn't get caught. He worked with the FBI, and the FBI was like, "We can't do this because we need bigger fish to fry." Beep beep beep.
You're still
And then the
not supposed
FBI
to, like, do that if you're not a cop, though, or a
Yeah.
detective.
Well, no, he's Mark Whalberg.
Yeah,
He stole a truck from a truck driving place, killed a bunch of people,
So the guy who composed...
broke into a convenience store back and tried to steal the security tape and got it, by the way. The guy just gave it to him. I'm baffled.
The guy who composed this also did the Transformers series.
Awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna say, just don't go see this. Don't go see this movie. Watch anything else on Netflix. Dude, Jimmy Neutron's on Hulu. Watch that shit. Space Jam's on Netflix right now. I also watched Space Jam right before that.
Yeah,
Watch
we know.
Space Jam. Watch anything else, please.